What is up, YouTube? Graded Gems here. I'm back, and I'm sure you know that I've got another PSA return for you guys. This one will unfortunately be one of my last ones, at least for some time, I think. I've got another tiny one back, or being reviewed right now. Shouldn't be that much longer, but no big bulk ones like all the videos you've been seeing. So yeah, I haven't submitted anything to them for some time, so I've been getting a little bit swamped with stuff and trying to, like, you know, not let cardboard consume my life. So making these videos is a lot of work. It's a lot of fun, but making them, like posting stuff up, selling, buying stuff, you know, takes a lot of time and effort. So yeah, let's get it started. We've got another 3 boxes. I think there were some good cards in this one, so hopefully we'll get also alongside that some great grades, obviously. So they actually shipped this out to me via FedEx, and I had told them to ship it to me USPS, but I guess they forgot. But thankfully it didn't get like hit too much with taxes or anything like that. So let's get it started. First card, we have a nice, holy cow, that's a great start. And as per usual, always starting out real strong, Gem Mint 10, Gaia the Fierce Knight from LOB, first edition. God damn, that is beautiful. And I told you guys a long time ago, I have a lot of Gaias. Like, I don't know why. I was able to get my hands on a lot of them, I guess, before the prices just shot up, and they'll be never to be seen ever again. Oh, nice. We have a near mint to mint 8 magic formula. If you guys saw my last video, we got this in a 10. Spoilers, but this near mint to mint 8 is looking pretty fine as well. But I'm trying to remember. I think this one, I think maybe it had a little bit of edge wear or something like that. Now there's a lot of fluff all over the backside of the card. I noticed actually with a lot of cards recently that PSA has been giving me back, I've been getting a lot of things with spots at the back, and it's kind of annoying. It really detracts from the appeal, and you know, it's just, you don't want stuff in your expensive cards. So we got a Karibo, a mint 9, very cool, from Metal Raiders. Keep that 10 train going. We have a near mint 7 Blackluster Soldier, a well-centered one, but not a Gem Mint 10, unfortunately. Invasion of Chaos. I swear those boxes just keep going up and up in price, and honestly I actually see less. It's funny, there are a few boxes I almost never see listed. I always see, like, I see quite a few LOB boxes on eBay, albeit they're all ridiculous pricing. But as for Magician's Force and Metal Raiders, you don't see that stuff ever. So we have a near mint to mint 8 Trap Hole from LOB. It's definitely that centering. Look at that top to bottom. Can't do much about that. Push these back down there. We have a mint 9 Dark Dual Stories Dark Magician. Dang, I really wish I could have got this in a 10. I have not been able to grade one of these yet. That would be really sweet to pull one back as a 10. This looks extremely clean, so that's too bad. How's the centering on the front? Centering on the front is really nice too, so that's a shame. We have a mint 9 Dragoness the Wicked Knight. I remember getting a 7 on this guy. Not this one in particular, but one from my 2 videos ago. And a lot of LOB rares got 7s, and I was just like, it's because the names were all shifted down. Every name that was shifted down was a 7, and everyone that was not in, it was just like perfectly centered, was a gem mint 10. I had a couple of 9s, but majority of them were 10s. So we have a near mint to mint 8 Curse of Dragon. Now this bad boy still is like, still I'm not able to, is this a wavy? I think that looks like a wavy. Yeah, it is. So that's pretty cool. But unfortunately got that 8. Definitely due to that centering. Super rares from LOB. There's a lot of them off-centered out there. A bunch. Near mint to mint 8 Toon Summon Skull. Alright, so yep, that makes sense. Definitely off-center a little bit. I think this card looks really cool. Looks like one of those like killer clowns you see on YouTube and stuff like that, like the face. It's pretty freaky. We have a Mince 9 Toon Mermaid. So we're seeing some similar cards to another submission I had done in the past. This one is pretty well centered actually. The left and right, left is definitely smaller a little bit than the right, but barely. Actually, the borders in general on MRL Ultras seem to be very thin. We have a Gem Mint 10 Toon Mermaid. I was selling one of these a while back. Well, at the time of posting this video, I'm sure it will have been sold by then. But I had a Gem Mint 10 of these. So this is our second Gem Mint. That's great. And they are not actually. It's funny. There's a lot more Toon Summon Skulls than there are like Toon Mermaids, like on the pot report. And even at the time when I was looking at prices, there's like 4 or like at least 3 Gem Mint 10 Toon Summon Skulls on eBay, and there's like none of Toon Mermaid. We have a Mint 9. Oh man, look at that name shift, but I don't think that's the reason why. It looks like they didn't care this time. They didn't just give it a 7 because of the name shift. We have a Mint 9 Spirit of the Harp, first edition from LOB. And I'm hoping, like, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh is going to get big enough where the rares themselves, even 9s, maybe not 9s, but the Gem Mint 10s, like, there are certain rares that are already up there in price, like Pot of Greed. So it is really cool seeing that. I attribute that to just the I guess the nostalgia that people get, and also because it's just so similar to base set Pokemon first edition rares. So we have a Gem Mint 10 Serpent Knight Dragon. Okay, this is the first time I've ever graded a Gem Mint 10 in Serpent Knight Dragon. Wow, that is beautiful. Gorgeous looking card and extremely well centered. Nice. So I had like a couple of these in previous video that I just could not hit the 10 on. So we're doing pretty well so far, guys. Let's keep it going. We have a oh my god, nice. Another Gem Mint 10 Serpent Knight Dragon. Very sweet. When I was younger, there was this, and then there's obviously Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. Everyone wanted Blue Eyes Toon Dragon because I don't even know if, like, I'm sure there's an appearance of this, and I think it had to do, like, on the anime I'm talking about, and I think it had to do with the, I think his name is Merrick. Don't quote me on that, but I think he used Skull Knight and Serpent Knight Dragon or something like that. But yeah, definitely everyone wanted to pull the Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, that's for sure. We have we had another Serpent Knight, but nope, no 10 on this one. It says near mint 7. And the 10s sell for a decent amount, actually. I think they sell for a couple $100. And, you know, it's because people need the secret rares. They're really trying to complete sets and stuff like that. And a lot of people, like, they haven't given up or anything like that. But, like, LOB is getting to that extremely difficult price range for the common collector, vintage collector. So it's definitely hard. So people are collecting other sets, which makes a lot of sense. Pokemon did the same thing where first edition base set seemed almost unattainable in Gem Mint, at least for the longest time. So people started like know, they started collecting legendary collection, or they started collecting fossil, and you know, that's always great when there's a variety of sets that you can collect for. What is this? Is this a DDS? Is it a... No, it's another Serpent Night Dragon. Alright, it tricked me because the back looked really glossy and clean, so I thought it was a DDS promo. You can really tell from the backs. I love how the backs look on the promo cards. They're very shiny and extremely like well made, I guess you could say. Metal Dragon from LOB, first edition rare. Very nice. And I knew some of these wouldn't get 10s, like the setting was just way too off, but setting them in to get graded is always good, like as kind of like filler cards for your bulk submission, because you know, you kind of need to hit that, at least that 50. So we have an excellent to mint 6 Blue Eyes White Dragon. That is unfortunate. Wonder if there's some like a dent or something on this one. It's really hard to see on camera, guys. Like, there are times where I think a card is nice and I say it on camera, it looks great. Well, this looks great actually, but like I'll take a look at it after, and there's definitely times where I just didn't catch it. There are other times where I'm looking at something on camera and be like, this looks great, and I look at it afterwards, I'm like, this looks great. So you know, it's always a hit or miss. We have another one, an excellent to mint 6 Blue Eyes White Dragon. So now I understand why these are so expensive as 10s. I think I still have my Gem Mint 10. But I talked about it, how it was like a $400 to $500 card, and I thought it was ridiculous. Well, one, now it's really grown on me. Like, the holo pattern is really cool. I think in one of my pictures that I did for this card, the Gem Mint 10, like, it showed up as a really vibrant green, and I thought that was really cool. So they did a great job on the holofoil secret rare there. But yeah, it's obviously really hard to grade. That's why it probably holds that price tag. We have a mint 9, so we're doing better. Very cool, from BPTs again. So we got a few duplicates. We're on to box number 2. Let's see what we can get. Alright, box number 2. We have a Gem Mint 10 Armed Ninja from LOB, first edition. Very cool. This is LOB, right? Yes, it is. Kind of looks like Magician of Faith a little bit. I guess like the 1-star, the low attack. I don't actually know what its effect is. We have a, oh my god, yeah! Let's go, a DDS Blue Eyes. Gem Mint 10. Oh man. That's a gorgeous looking card. Oh, Jesus. Clean back. Holy cow, that is amazing. That's an amazing card to hit. I have graded quite a few of these guys. I'm sure you have seen them all. And still have those BGS 9.5s as well as my pristine 10, but I gotta say the PSA case is so thin that this like really shines through. It literally looks like I'm just holding the card itself. Yeah, it looks amazing. Holy cow. At the time of making this video, this boy has hit it, like, I think a recent sale hit 3.5k, and there are not many 10s on eBay left, which is crazy because the card is a pop 100 now, but I think everyone has come to realize that the demand is so high for it that it's just continuing to go up. So we have a, oh, this looks really clean. What do we have? We have a, oh, really clean, but not, apparently not. Excellent to mint 6. Final Flame, first edition. That's okay, I got a 10 in one of these on my last video. We have a, oh nice, a Goblin Secret Remedy, first edition. Man, remember when like like you would actually play this in your deck, where like life points actually meant something. It's kind of sad how like nowadays when you play, well, I'm not too in tune with how the meta is currently, but I can imagine life points don't really mean that much. They haven't for a long time, I guess. We have a Gem Mint 10 Reaper of the Cards LOB First Edition. Wow, I've gotten a lot of LOB First Edition rares. I'm super happy about that because, as I said, like when you send in cards like this, if you get a 9 or an 8, you're not really getting too much. One, they don't look very nice because they're not even hollow. No one's going to really be collecting 9s and stuff like that. So to get the rares in Gem Mint 10, it's definitely much more important, I guess you could say. Well, wow, this is actually, I really like this artwork. I kind of wish it was a hollow. I wonder if there's a hollow variant of this card. I don't think so. We have a another one. So this is the second giant Soldier of Stone that I've graded in Gem Mint 10. Very sweet. So it looks like this grader has been like a lot more reasonable with grading rares and not deducting. Well, I guess I haven't really seen too many names shifted down. This is not, in my opinion, considered shifted down. It is slightly, but not as much as the ones that I got 7s on before. We have a Gem Mint 10 Suijin. I love seeing this card. It is a great card. A lot of people like the Gate Guardian pieces, and getting all those pieces is, as well as the Gate Guardian itself, is not an easy task. Suijin and Sanga being the most difficult to grade, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't see too many raw copies, and if they're raw, a lot of the time they are, I don't know if they were played or what, but they're usually not mints. We have a Mint 9 Carbonella Warrior. Maybe I'm saying that wrong, I don't know. Mint 9 First Edition LOB rare. And that's a really nice looking card, actually. It's purple all the way around. We've got a Mint 9 Gravedigger Ghoul. Creepy looking guy. I actually don't know what a lot of these rares do, because as I said, I only got into Yu-Gi-Oh! During the Metal Raiders era. Nice, another Fisher Gem Mint 10 LOB First Edition. And yeah, like I always like, you know, when I like Metal Raiders is my nostalgic set, but I think for a lot of people it would be Legend of Blue Eyes. But I just didn't start during that time. But anyone older than me or who started a little bit, you know, earlier than I did, I'm sure they have a lot of attachment to the LOB set. Plus, a lot of people like just enjoying the love collecting the first of the first. So what do we have? We have another Suijin Gem Mint 10. Very nice. Wow, that's great. God, I love that hollow. It's amazing. It's like using some ESP or some crazy like mind control on you. We have a Near Mint to Mint 8 Dragon Capture Jar. So also got a 7 on this one last time, so that's unfortunate, but that's okay. We have oh nice! A Gem Mint 10 Left Arm of the Forbidden One. For some reason I thought this was an unlimited for a second. Wow, that's an amazing pull. Holy crap. Jeez, we are doing so well. Oh my god. That is amazing. This card is like, I can't remember if the right arm or the left arm is the more expensive one, and I can't remember which one I have. I think I have the right arm, so now I have the left arm. That's crazy. Wow, look at that hollow. I know people like wavy for certain cards, and wavy is in terms of like rarity, like definitely more difficult to find on the market. But I don't like the hollow for the most part. Like, I guess on certain cards it looks good, like the Flame Swordsman, everyone thinks it looks good on that. But I like the glossy on most of these like cards. Man, that is amazing. I think this is like a, I don't know, at least an $800 card. I would think by now. The limbs are definitely not the most sought after cards. Well, I can't say they're not sought after. They still are, especially people who are trying to complete Exodia sets since it's such an iconic figure of the franchise. But let's be honest, like, you don't really care so much about the leg or the arm. You want that head. So we got a near mint to mint 8 Blackluster Soldier. So that's too bad. So these guys are definitely, as I said, guys, I had bought quite a few of these, and it was well over 10, and I sent in the best of the best looking ones, and it looks like we could only pull 110 on this video from the last one. So a very sick looking card, a lot of people's favorite card, and actually one of my favorites as well. So I really like the dragons, but this is one of those cards that you gotta appreciate it, even if it's not your favorite type. We have a mint 9 Kazajan. So that's funny. Looks like Kazajan is more difficult than Suijin. I wonder if they took a point off due to maybe it was centering then. I was gonna say maybe it's because it's faded, but I remember this guy was like extremely clean, like corners were clean and everything. But it's funny, like on camera, like when you shine the light certain ways, it looks like there's whitening or something like that, but like there's like actually nothing there, like if I look at it. But it's like the trick of the light, I guess you could say, and I'm sure that affects a lot of people on like when they take pictures as well. But yeah, Kazajan, not the easiest to grade, I guess, but a faded variant, which is great. Here's a mint 9 Harpy Lady Sisters. So this is another semi-faded one, I guess you could say. Yeah, it looks a little weird. It's like kind of faded, but I don't know. I still think Harpy Lady Sisters is an undervalued card. We have a Chaos Command Magician. Where's this from? Magician's Force. Oh, this is a very nice pickup. Mint 9. I know some people really like Magician's Force, and especially because of Dark Magician Girl coming from the set, but also because some people like, in what's the word I'm looking for? In contrast to dragons, they like, the Yugi mage type archetypes, and the artwork is really amazing. I think Chaos Command Magician and Breaker, they look really awesome. We have a near mint 7 Dark Paladin. So I had actually graded 2 of these in Gem Mint 10, which was absolutely bonkers, but it looks like this one could not pull it. This did not even get close, actually. I see this on so many cards. Like the next one I'm looking at right now also has it. Like that is not on the cards, guys. It's always on the case. There's just like this little weird like dot. It's really annoying, but like I guess like whatever process they're using nowadays, I don't know if it was like this, if this was a problem back then, but maybe it always was. But oh, look at that, disgusting. It really wrecks the appeal of it. Hopefully this is not an amazing card. All right, so it's an Imperial Order, mint 9 from Pharaoh Servant. But yeah, going back to that Dark Paladin, that card sold for a lot of money, guys, and it's not like just one of people's, I guess, like go-to chase cards. I didn't actually watch the anime that far, I guess, because I don't really remember it. I remember Dark Magician Girl and stuff like that, but Dark Paladin, I don't remember. It's a fusion between, I thought it was a fusion between BLS and Dark Magician for some reason. I always get BLS and Buster Blader mixed up. They look so similar to me. We have a mint 9 Trihorn Dragon. We still cannot get a 10 in this guy. Man, I've submitted so many Trihorns. And they are all super clean too. This guy's a little bit OC, top to bottom, but still within the 60-40 in my opinion, especially with the left and right. I wonder if they do an aggregate of like how the centering is in general. Like, I feel like if you're 60-40 here, like borderline 60-40, but then you're also 60-40 or like kind of like a little bit 55-45 on the sides, then they'll just be like, even within their 60-40 range, they're like, oh, it looks ugly, so they'll like just not bother giving it a 10. But if I think only like one way or horizontally or vertically it's off center, then it's okay for them to maybe give it a 10. I don't know. Maybe they just take an average. Maybe they don't. All right, last box, guys. We have a couple more cards left. Just a little bit less than 10 more cards. What do we got? We have a Mint 9 Black Rose Dragon First Edition Ghost Rare. Oh man, this guy is really clean actually. Oh, is that a scratch? Yeah, that's a scratch. So that's unfortunate. But man, that's a beautiful card. Ghost Rares again. I'll say it again. This will be the winner at the end of this road, guys. The end of this race, Ghost Rares will be the winners. I have more faith in Ghost Rares than I do in LOB. Well, actually no, I would say they're pretty similar in terms of growth potential and stuff like that. But yeah, maybe I'm biased. Like, I think DDS, Blue Eyes, Ghost Rares, and LOBs will be like one of the biggest winners at the end of this race. But it's probably because I think Ghost Rares are gorgeous. So we have a near mint to mint 8 Stardust Dragon. So we had pulled a Gem Mint 10, another one, a while back. So that's always nice to see. Very cool. Let's put that here. We have a near mint to mint 8 Curse of Dragon, and again that's centering. Damn, I wonder how much a PSA 10 Curse of Dragon is. Like, I'm honestly, like, I didn't actually realize how many of these I had submitted, and like knowing that they're off-centered, I just did it anyway since they're LOB, but there's been so many that just are not centered properly. We have a near mint to mint 8 Flame Swordsman, First Edition. Oh yeah, and this guy is definitely one of those supers. Always left to right. They're always off-center. Can be super clean. I know all those super rares are like crazy mints, but just that centering, boys. We have a Gem Mint 10 Swords of Revealing Light. So we finally got a super rare. Oh, that is funny. We had the Trihorn. We had this submission, the 10s. All the big hitters have been LOB, including this boy. We've had, yeah, I've graded more ultras in Gem Mint 10 than super rares. Albeit I've submitted a lot. Like, I'm way more picky with the ultras and supers. Wow, that is really nice. I know a lot of people are looking for that Gem Mint 10 Swords of Revealing Light as well. It's not the easiest card to grade. Nice, we have a Gem Mint 10 Aquamador. Continuing on with our 10 train of LOB First Edition rares. We have a Mint 9 Chain Destruction. So this is from Pharaoh Servants. Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, definitely Pharaoh Servant, not an easy set to grade, so makes sense. A Mint 9 Cherubin Fire Knight. I always hesitate on saying the really difficult, very difficult names. We've got a near mint to mint 8, another Exodia piece, left leg of the Forbidden One. That is very cool. This one is extremely glossy. And last card, we have a mint 9 Flower Wolf. Alright, so that was a great quick little video. I'm pause this to collect all the good cards, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, just a quick recap of the better pulls this time. We have our first edition Toon Mermaid from Magic Ruler. Then we have our 2 Gem Mint 10 Serpent Knight Dragons. Very awesome considering I not graded these to get both of them in 10s this time. It's very cool. We have our glossy Swords of Revealing Light. Very difficult, super rare to get in 10. We have a first edition Gem Mint 10 Legend of Blue Eyes Left Arm of the Forbidden One. Hopefully I have the right arm, then makes a little bit more sense. Oh yes, that's right, we have our Gem Mint 10 Gaia the Fierce Knight, our first card pulled of this submission. And of course, last but not least, Gem Mint 10 DDS Blue Eyes. Alright, that was a great submission, guys. Hopefully I don't see you guys in too distant future. As I said, I'm not really sure when I'll be able to get more subs going. We'll see. But yeah, definitely subscribe to the channel. That way you can, get notified whenever I post something up. And definitely follow me on Instagram, check out my eBay, and post a comment. Love chatting with you guys. So yeah, this has been Graded Gems. Take care, everyone.